Hi there, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I help small business owners use smart strategies, systems, and automations to grow their business and achieve their goals. Today's video is all about analysing social media metrics. If you're posting regularly but aren't sure of how to measure your success or figure out what's working, then this video is for you. We're going to break down the key metrics you need to track and how to use them to optimize your social media efforts. So let's dive right in. Social media can be a huge asset to your business if you're tracking the right things. So how do you make sure your social media strategy is actually driving your results? Before we get into specific metrics, let's talk about why they matter. When you track your social media performance, you're able to see what's working and what's not. Without this insight, you're basically flying blind, hoping that your posts are helping your business to grow. By analysing the metrics, you can fine-tune your strategy, create more engaging content, and achieve your business goals faster. Whether you're aiming for brand awareness, lead generation, or driving sales, social media metrics give you the data you need to make an informed decision. I've got 5 metrics that I like to track for myself and all of my clients. These are the most important ones that give you a clear picture of how your content is actually performing. Your engagement rate is the first one. This measures how your audience engages with your content. Likes, comments, and shares and saves. A high engagement rate means that your content is resonating with your audience. You want to track this because it helps you understand whether your audience is not just seeing your posts but actively engaging with them. Reach and impressions. Reach is the total number of unique users who have seen your content, while impressions are the total number of times your content was displayed, even if it was seen by the same person multiple times. Both metrics help you gauge how far your content is spreading. The click-through rate, which is called the CTR, measures how many people click the link in your post or your ad, such as a link to your website, a product page, or a lead magnet. This is an important metric if you're using social media to drive traffic or conversions. Tracking your follower count is important, but more so the growth rate over time. Are you gaining new followers or are you losing them? Are your followers increasing in relation to your content and engagement? The actual number of followers isn't that important. It's much better to have 100 engaged followers than 1,000 that don't look at anything. But we need to make sure that we're still growing. So tracking the percentage of growth is a good way to do this. And the conversion rate, if you're using your social media to drive sales or signs up, conversion rate tells you how well your posts or ads are running and turning into leads or actual customers. You want to track how many people are taking the desired action after engaging with your content. Okay, so now you know which metrics to look at, let's talk about how to analyze them. Every social media platform provides its own analytic tools. Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, and all the others offer insights into engagement, reach, impressions, and more. Dive into these reports regularly to understand how your content is performing. Try and set some benchmarks for each metric. For example, if your current engagement rate is 2%, try 3% next month. Setting clear goals will give you a target and help you evaluate if your strategy is improving over time. And don't just focus on daily metrics, look for trends over time. Are there certain types of posts that perform better than others? Do videos get more engagement than images? Is there a specific time of day or day of the week where your content gets more reach? Recognizing these trends will help you adjust your strategy accordingly. So now you've got all of this data, what do you do with it? Here are some ways to put your insights into use. Content optimization. Based on your engagement and performance data, tweak your content. If you notice that your educational posts get more shares than promotional ones, adjust your content mix. Similarly, if videos are outperforming static images, experiment with making more video content. If your data is showing you that your audience is more active in the evenings, try posting in that time to increase your reach. If your engagement drops at the weekend, don't post at the weekend. Using the data to run A/B tests. For example, if you're trying to figure out which kind of headlines get more clicks, test 2 variations of your post and see which one gets some more engagement. And if you're running ads, using the same metrics to evaluate their performance, which ads are getting the most clicks, which are converting the best, you can use this data to optimize your ads for best performance. Now, how do you know that your overall social media strategy is working? The short answer is your metrics should align with your business goals. If your goal is to build brand awareness, then focus on your metrics like reach and impressions. If your goal is lead generation, prioritize conversion rates and click-through rates. If sales are your main focus, measure your conversion rate and return on investment. Don't just look at the individual metrics in isolation, look at the bigger picture. If your engagement is high, but your conversions are low, that's a sign to revisit your sales funnel or your calls to action. If your reach is great, but your follower growth is stagnant, consider ways to improve your content to attract more people. So to sum it up, here are a few best practices for continually improving your social media strategy. Regularly monitor your metrics and adjust based on what your data is telling you. Always test and experiment with different types of content, posting schedules, and ad strategies. And focus on quality over quantity. Engagement matters more than follower count. And don't forget to celebrate your wins. When you hit those benchmarks, take a moment to appreciate the progress that you've made. Analysing social media metrics is a game changer when it comes to optimizing your strategy and achieving your business goals. By tracking the right data and using it to inform your decisions, you'll be able to make a much more effective social media presence. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like, subscribe, and leave a comment with any questions or tips you have for tracking your own social media metrics. I'd love to hear your experience. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.